gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it. It is the Morning Shake with me, your host, Xavier Hendricks. And of course, I got my energetic co-host, Mr. Jay Paris. Yo, why you so quiet, bro?
What's Gucci, broski? It's Monday morning. It's a public holiday, bro. People are chilling, but we out here doing what we gotta do. I
hope you still, probably people still in bed right now, bro, watching this from their phones or from their computers or whatever.
Nah, most there, broski. But yeah, it's been a good weekend. Your side, bro?
Nah, fire, bro. But without going too deep into the weekend, bro, I'm excited about today's guest. And I'm excited to get into it. The interesting thing about today's guest actually is that we kind of know each other for a long time, bro. We were at school together, at high school together. Well,
back in the day.
Yeah, bro. That was like
primary.
I was, bro, since primary and high, bro. Sheesh, I even forgot about that part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest today, none other than DJ Keenan O.
Let's go.
Broski, thank you for coming through.
It's been a rough weekend. I'm tired, but anyways, let's do this.
Nah, bro. Thanks for coming through, bro. How's things going on your side?
Oh, all good. Look, the country's opening up slowly. I hope there's no third wave like they say. Because, we got to get paid. And we already lost so much money being shut down first. Last to open up. So it's been a tough ride, to be honest with you.
But you back up and running though now? Kinda getting there?
We're picking up slowly hustling there, making a move wherever we can.
Wherever you can. Nah, bro, so the thing is, every guest we've got on here for the past couple of weeks, a lot of people we get is in the entertainment industry. They were always speaking about how this whole COVID thing kind of hit people sideways and how it was tough to get back into the swing of things. How was it for you, bro? Did you manage to pick yourself back up after this whole lockdown and all that?
Yeah, look, because of the foundation that a person has laid over the years, making contacts with venue owners, hosting events, you always make a way to get back out there. But there's people that have really still struggled till this day, there's no way for them. And this COVID thing has actually taught us, when you do make money, in the entertainment industry especially, this thing's not going to go on forever. Look, I mean, music's not like a soccer player where by the age of 30-something, you're done. A lot of people are not smart enough to go get their coaching badges and so forth to carry on coaching and making money through development, whatever the case may be. The same with people in the music industry. Yes, I can DJ till I'm 60 years old, but the point is, when something like COVID happens, you must have ensured that you've actually saved money or invested money, opened other businesses. So when something like this hits you, you're okay. You know what I'm saying? But when you're solely relying on this and it comes, hey man,
what do you do? How do you pay your bills?
The savings are only gonna last you so much because you've got no plan B or alternative ways of making an income, which then becomes tricky.
Well, what were some of your ways though? Because I don't think anyone could, and yes, I do understand what you're saying, but I don't think anyone could sort of like prepare for what took place.
I wasn't prepared, to be honest with you.
So it caught you off guard?
Yes. Because, come the start of 2020, you're speaking to your sponsors, you're signing deals. Now okay, for the next 12 months, I'm sorted. Because this one's giving me X amount of money to do this event. I'm gigging for you. I'm hosting other events in between. There's money coming in. We can work.
Yeah.
But no one was prepared. And that's why this is the lesson that we need to take from this now going forward. When you do make the money, don't blow the money.
Yeah.
Don't want the flashiest car, the flashiest clothes. Yes, you want to look nice. You want to drive in a comfortable set of wheels, live in a decent house, but live within your means. Save.
100%.
Save for that rainy day because you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Have investments, have your life policies, have all of these things in place, especially if you do have children. You don't want to have them suffering. School fees still need to be paid.
Bro.
Medical aid needs to be paid. The bills need to get paid. So this has taught me like, hey, bro,
You have to be sure.
Do some things.
You know, bro, how many you got kids of your own, right? You were
do have
speaking
two.
about kids. How's that journey, bro, as far as just in fact, brother, last time I really saw you after school, the other day I came to an event of somebody mutual that we that
think
does
Zane's
event.
event.
Yeah, Zane's
Yeah,
event,
yeah.
that he does events and all of that. So I went to the event and I got there and I found you there. We ended up catching up, talking, just, catching up. And but that night it was, how it is at events, bro. It's loud, there's music playing, it's all over the place. And then I thought, nah, man, we need to get to a place where we can just catch up properly, nicely, and here actually. And so I'm interested in knowing, how did your journey go, bro? Since school, what made you decide to get into DJing? I heard somebody told me the other day that your father was into music as well, as far as DJ is concerned. But what got you onto that journey?
So we stayed in Ridgeway, right? And then father's friend came to visit him. They were chilling in the street, having a beer, whatever. The gate's right here. His car's parked there. So, chilling outside. And this white guy walks down the road. My father's like, what's your name? What do you do? You a DJ? He says, no, I'm a DJ. It's like, hey, here's my lighty. Don't you want to teach him how to play? And whilst he was teaching me how to play, my father also, because he was like always into music, car sound and all of those things. He's like, let me also learn how it is to DJ. And yeah, that's how the journey started, man. This white guy, Richard, and he subsequently moved to the UK, where he's playing in bars and stuff there. Like, when you go into the UK, it's either you have a degree or whatever, and you're going to get a job as a professional or a footballer. Yeah. But most people are going and working in bars and doing jobs that we won't do in SA, you know what I'm saying, and making a decent wage. And that's how I learned how to DJ, bro. And ever since then, I've been DJing. Look, it's been up and down, where now you're in school, you can't do these things, you're studying, all of those things. But now, later on, I'm like, nah, man, this is actually a profession. Like, if you really take it seriously, put in the hard work, you can make a lot of money from it.
But I know, sorry, Jay.
Has it been a passion, though, from that age? Or was it
from that age?
Some random white dude walking down?
Look, music was always a thing that I enjoyed and loved. I never ever thought that I'm going to be a DJ. But then I was like, hey, you know what, let me try this thing. And ever since then, I was like, nah, you know what, I quite dig this.
Bro, but remember there was a time where DJing wasn't a thing. Like, remember, I'm talking about like around 2000s, early 2000s. DJing was like seen as like a side hustle kind of thing.
It was always a thing. You know what changed it? And guess what? Back then, DJs were making a lot more money. Because you have to go into a record store to buy a vinyl to play. CDJs and all of those things, the technology around it wasn't as good as it is now. There wasn't no virtual DJ and all of these things.
That
So
people could just
used to
download on the
DJ
computer.
on vinyl. So now with piracy, anyone can get it. If I have a song, you have that song, you have that song. But if we go into a record store and they're pressing 10 of this Alex Kidd, Love We Had, that came out on vinyl. Once they get that shipment of 10 records, House Africa, Soul Candy, there's only those 10. This record store has 10, that record store has 10. So whoever comes into the store first,
They're gonna have the
they
song.
get those songs. And you, because you're a week late for that drop, you don't have that song. So when we come to a place, I'm playing a set where only I play these songs. You might have 1, 2, 3, 4 vinyls that I have in about a 30 bag, 30 vinyl bag. You've got maybe 5 records that I have, but the rest of the records you don't have. Therefore, back a couple of years ago, when we go into a club or whatever the case may be, you playing different music, I'm playing different music, he's playing different music. But now you go into a club, each DJ is playing the same songs.
Yeah, because it's facts.
Because of piracy. So now also what has happened is people aren't making so much money from music. Where are they getting money from? Shows.
It is from,
From shows. If you're not well known enough to be getting bookings, you can release a song.
And people are just going to Bluetooth it to each other,
If that song's not a banger, the streams aren't high. There's no radio play. There's no TV play. So where are you making your money from?
You're not going to make anything.
But
You're
back
gonna
in the
suffer.
day, you had to have that physical copy. So if you sold gold in SA, I think it's 20,000, 30,000 copies. Whereas in the States, I think gold is like 1 mil. if you selling 30,000 copies of your album locally at 100 Rand each, it's not a lot, but you're at least getting something.
You're getting something.
But
yeah,
now,
exactly.
if you have 30,000 streams and you're getting couple cents per stream, bro, it's not even 1,000 Rand. So now you need to monetize the music business differently.
You have to restructure the whole
So
approach.
you have to release the music to keep the name there. You have to release the music where you're getting endorsements and deals and so forth. But you're releasing the music so that you booked out. And if there is a demand, your price goes up. So someone like maybe Casper, AKA, or Black Coffee, charge 200K a show. If they're doing 3, 4, 5 shows a month,
You're right.
they got money. You can pay your staff, you can pay this, you can pay the taxman. You're walking out with 400,000. Then you got your endorsement deals, this deals. The Owens are making $1 million a month. So you can make money from the industry, but needs to be smart ways of.
Bro, how did you first start making money as far as DJ is concerned? Because I would assume that in the beginning you were just playing parties, or how did that journey go?
So the event came. That's how I used to make a lot of money. You look, I mean, you're getting booked that couple years ago, 500 Rand, this, that. I mean, at the time, 500 is okay. You don't have responsibilities, this, that, and other. But that 500 Rand, Xavier, I'm going straight back to the record store to buy more records. So what we done is, we had turntables. Father got this CD recorder. Make live mixes. Go print 100 CDs, ticket. Pre-sale tickets to events, driving to people's houses. How's it? Dog, I'm hosting a party. Don't you want to support? Yeah, come through. I'll come through with Jay, your partners. It's 4 people. Yeah. And that time's 50 Rand a thing. That's 200. 50 there, 50 there, 50 there. You make your money and then the overflow will pay at the door. So that's how we were hustling.
You think marketing back then was a bit difficult?
Of course.
What it is now.
But now you must remember also one thing. Now because of social media and because there's CDJs or you don't really need equipment to be a DJ, there's a lot more DJs, a lot more events happening.
Yeah.
So now you need to make yourself stand out. How is my event pulling 1,000 people and not 100 people? Because also now, 1,000 people, then they want this one, that one on the lineup. And people are like, this O's making money. But guess what? It just cost me 100 grand to put on the show for you.
Exactly. Sheesh, bro. Wait, I want to rewind back to how you first started the hustle, bro. As far as actually going to like 2 people. Like,
so my father, like
actually just hustling
hardcore. So a lot of our client base was in Eldo. So I used to go like to his friends. I'm like, hey, we're hosting a party. This one, that one, that one's on the lineup. Please support. Buy tickets. You had to pick up the phone.
Cold call.
There was no. It's not. Yeah, call it a cold call because they're not expecting you to call to sell them a ticket. There was no Facebook. There was no. Also, what we used to do is you see these those banners by the robots with the painting, what? Those banners and flyers.
The flyers.
We used to go flyers, old school way, boy.
Just bro, you're giving your age now. Or our age, right?
Yeah, we're the same. Now, I mean, bruh, you get a flyer done, you get 10 girls.
Facts.
They're gonna, you get free entrance. Please post for me, post for me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's it.
They post. Say what you want to say.
That's it.
Yes. So you were onto something, bro. What do you think now? Because everyone, like you said, now are DJs and so forth on because of the music they can just get and so forth on. What sets you apart then? Because I've had this thing of I don't know how to judge a DJ. If this DJ's playing a Drake track and this DJ's playing a Drake track, you're playing Drake. But how do you judge a DJ, or what sets you apart? Like, what's up, bro?
Look, for me, I always listen to how the DJ mixes first. Because anyone can play a song that the people will dance to, but how are you mixing that song in? Your skill set. That's how I judge the DJ.
But is there a divine difference?
Bro, I think there is a difference.
There's really good DJs, bro. There's really good DJs. But
How many different
also,
ways, bro, to mix it?
now, because of the technology, people are manipulating the system.
Yeah.
The CDJ shows you. This piano song is on 113 BPM. This one is on 112. For them to be in sync, they need to be on the same BPM. So we just need to move this one up 8 to 113.
It's showing you everything.
Or rather down to be faster. Because now this one is at 113, this is 112. The 112 is slower. Just move the pitch band down and then
you got the
beats are
same.
in. But
See.
then it also comes to track selection, timing.
I remember, bro. When Fresh used to do that ultimate mix at 6, ne?
Yeah.
With Kent and those gents. That time,
was
that
big.
was that was the thing, bro. You knew it's ultimate mix at 6. It's Kent and Euphonic and those gents.
Big.
And then the first time in my life I heard 4 tracks, bro, in one song. So he was playing a song that I knew the song. Then he played another song and I was like, wait, this is a different song. I thought he was skipping over to that song. But then he kept those 2 and brought in another one. I'm like, yo, explain 3 different songs. Then he kept those 3 and brought in another. I was like, yo, bro, I never knew you could do
done
this.
something different.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
that probably
that was fire,
that
bro.
probably answers that question.
Yeah.
But then again, how do you as a DJ get the acapella or the audio?
And even different genres he kept. He kept a cappella here with a house beat or
Let's say,
something.
for example, Kent. You know that he has a residency on radio every Friday. Probably at the time playing the bigger show, 6 to 7 in the country on a Friday. So you, Jay, you drop a new song today. You're like, okay, Kent, I see how you mix. You mix instrumentals with a different reprise of a different song. A reprise would be your melody bass line without the beat. The instrumental would be the full thing, beat, melody, bass, everything. And then the a cappella. So what we'll do is I'll send you the steps and hope that you use the a cappella or the full song or whatever it is so that my song gets recognized. And who better to send it to than this guy that's playing on a show that everyone is tuned into. You know what I'm saying? But now again, radio for me has taken a back seat because people feel like they can just go onto Spotify, Apple and stream whatever they want to listen to. But before, you needed to listen to radio to find out what songs are popping, what songs are hot.
Exactly.
There was a serious culture, YFM back in the day.
I remember YFM.
All
With
the
cassettes,
gents-
bruh. Used to
all
press
the
record and
gents
play.
were on YFM, bruh, or Skido. Kent was there before 5FM. Fresh, you name them, DJ Mon, they were all there. Kabzela, pioneers of house, Vinnie Da Vinci, Christos, they were all there. So that was the station to listen to. That was when house was huge, bro.
Yo, bro, you
Hip-hop
mentioning names
wasn't-
I can't remember.
Hip-hop wasn't hip-hop's popping now. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the international sound is what we've adapted. But back then, house music was huge, bro. House music, quite over.
So what do you think now, bro? I know there's the big shift towards piano now. Do you think that's the new thing?
It
From your
is the new
experience, bro.
thing. You can't even ask. Piano. It's popping.
It's a thing. But bro, the other day I was listening to 947. I even posted on my IG. I was listening to 947. Then I heard Chris Beats saying that your mix is gonna be on, and I thought, okay, now I have to listen to your mix because obviously I know you. I wanna support. I wanna hear what you're gonna do. So I listened to it and I noticed something, bro. I noticed that you were playing a lot of the stuff that almost like the mid 2000s kind of vibes. Is that your vibe, or does it just depend on the mix of the time?
Look, I mean, because it's radio, you don't want to play the same thing. Also, 947 has a different target market. So there's certain mixes where I'll start off 1, 2 piano songs and then go into maybe classics and the newer Afro stuff. There's times where I'll just play classic house, where you saying that early 2000s, mid 2000s, or I'd play like early 2010 type of music. So I switch it up. I'm not a specific, now I've got about 3-4 piano songs that I've done. But I'm not a piano DJ. I'm a house music DJ. So I play all genres of house. So you'll get me like I played for Zay not so long ago at Zone 6. Strictly I'm a piano. Maybe I'll play at Creamy Cafe on a Sunday. I'll play house music or soulful or deep house, whatever. Or I'll switch it up and play a Caitranada type vibe set. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to box myself, because also when I release music, I want to be able to release all types of
Brother,
house
do
music.
you do your own music, or do you do mixes of like popular songs?
No. The songs that I've produced now, I'm doing it with a friend of mine, Tela, but we produce our own songs from start to finish. Get vocalists to come, they'd write. Sometimes, look, Tela is a good writer. Sometimes they help the vocalist write the lyrics, and then we'll send it to someone for mixing and mastering. So we
Okay.
make our own. Look, I mean, we actually spoke about doing a couple of bootlegs where we'll take a popular song. I don't know who you want to say, Elaine or whoever. Take the vocal and build a beat around the vocal and just release it like as a free for a
Like a
bootleg.
mixtape kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Bruh, but
Yeah.
okay, jump in, bro.
But you're onto something there, bro.
Yeah,
'cause
I wanted to ask that before you shift gears.
Okay.
I wanted to ask on that topic of a lot of people in the beginning of the DJ scene, or some people still believe this or think this way, that the DJing is kind of like, especially people who are musicians or producers or whatever, feel like, I don't know if you've ever got this, but I feel like the DJ is kind of just mixing other people's stuff. What is the artistry in it? I understand it and I know it. But what would you say, or have you ever heard somebody say that, what's the use? I can just must play a CD at an event or something. Why do I need someone to come and mix it? What would you say to that?
Gee, I mean, DJs are still going to be there forever, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you look at, I think DJs are actually benefiting more from everything, because now I can play my own music, I can play your music and his music. But if you're an artist, you're probably charging more, but you're only performing your own songs. So think about it this way. Let's say I come and say I'm 5,000 Rand for an hour, right? And you get, I'm a hip hop DJ, and you get a big hip hop artist, 100 grand for his set, and his set is 20 minutes. But you're like, flip, this guy, for the 5,000, can play this guy's songs
Yeah, I'm going to get
and
it anyway.
other songs that we want for less money, and the people are still going to dance. You understand? So where performers really benefit are from the bigger festivals. Because if you're hosting a party for 1,000 people, I can't get AKA in there. I'm not going to make any money. Unless there's a sponsor that says, listen, yeah, I know you do events. You're going to get people in. Let me pay for this guy because Cruise Vodka or whatever is going to cover that bill. Can we host a show for? Then it makes sense. You
But out
understand?
of your pocket, it's too expensive for a small space like
So
that.
DJs will always love, to answer your question, I think, bro, DJs will always love because you are able to be versatile, because you are able to play other people's music and your own music.
But last question before you, Chef Jay. You know, have you ever DJ'd weddings, bro?
Yeah.
Then did you ever get that uncle that keeps coming, my light is not dinner for me. Do you get those?
So there's a guy, Charlie B, that I started out with. So when we used to do the weddings, you see now when people come to me, now, I'm like, nah.
Speak to Charlie.
I'm a specialist DJ. I only play house music. If you want me to play at your wedding, sharp. Have a wedding DJ, just book me for my set. But with O'Charlie, at least Charlie used to have all these long arms, the R&B, the wedding songs, you know, that they're coming down the aisle with, first dance, now I'm dancing with my timer, all those things. And I'll just come and play, okay, now it's time to dance. Slam the set, and then I was done. But 21st, weddings, for the same reason, I'm good. I'm good.
For that reason
I'm good.
But did you have that when people come to you? Do you have the song? Do you have the song?
Even now, you'll come, I'm playing my house set. I'm like, they'll ask for a hip hop song. I'm like, you can hear what I'm playing. The hip hop DJ is next. If you don't mind, just come ask him when he's playing.
But now, how do you know when someone is doing his thing live or it's pre-recorded?
What do you mean?
And some DJs.
Oh,
I have heard stories of that.
Oh,
Hey, where
and
Owens
now-
would be
and
like
now-
you saying,
but
for
now when-
example,
when
that
that-
like
when- yeah, when
four
that hap-
songs playing at the same time, and there's 2 CDJs only. How are you playing 4 songs on 2 CDJs? Something was pre-recorded somewhere. You understand
maybe
what
2
I'm
year
saying?
and 2 year.
Yeah, there's only 2 CDJs, but there's 4 songs playing. How is that possible? So there you already know. You're like, no, bro.
This is not two songs. But do guys do that, bro?
Hey, bro, I'm not mentioning any names, but I've heard of stories.
But you think it is difficult that you know, Zakes obviously mentioned at events where people are like throwing this number, this song and so forth on, and then you like, nah, I have a set. Doesn't that also kind of...
Doesn't it cause conflict or like
Oh.
you have to now tell us people nonsense?
So, look, what I like to do to avoid that, like I'm saying, going back to the point I made earlier, the 3 of us are booked at an event. We know we've all got different records. It's like till today when you go to a deep house party, the deep house gent will come to listen to the previous 2 or 3 DJs so that he knows I don't repeat those songs. But what we do is maybe 3 bookings, so you can't be there the whole night to hear what everyone's playing. So I request that, listen, can there be at least a hip hop set before me? So I know that if
It doesn't repeat.
that guy has played 1 or 2 songs,
It
at
was
least it's
earlier
not
in the night,
immediately
yeah.
afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the times I do plan sets, but a lot of the times I like to just freestyle so that, or maybe I hear, okay, that was I'm a piano DJ, hip hop. Okay, let me play this type of house music so that there's not a repetition. Because like I said, these days all the DJs are playing the same songs.
You think that's difficult though, bro, or do you just have to be prepared?
It's difficult now because I mean it is what it is. Like there will be one song played 3-4 times. at a
Especially those
12-hour
popular songs,
event.
like if
Yes,
that's that
they
song that
cannot
everyone's
play it.
vibing with.
Because if you book, let's say, a popular DJ as a headliner, this guy played Soweto, he's playing Santon, and now he's coming to your gig here in the South. He never had a chance to hear what was played. And if he's planned his set, listen here, he's going to play that set like it was planned. And if 4 or 5 songs that were in his set were played, he doesn't know. So to him, it's okay. He's still going to keep playing his numbers.
But people usually don't have an issue with that to do.
These days, yeah. These days, because people want to hear what they want to hear. I think gone are the days where people went to an event, besides now the deep house space, where people wanted to be educated. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know what, I'm going to listen to songs I've never heard before. And if I never heard the song and it's a good song, I'm going to vibe to it. Now you can play a good song, but if people don't know that song,
They don't want to vibe.
vibe is flat, bro. Vibe is flat. So it's sad in that regard, you know what I'm saying?
Because now you must play something that's popular
people like.
that people know and they're going to vibe with.
Otherwise, you never done a good job as a DJ, bro. And it happens where you're playing 1-2 songs and you can see, like, you like, hey, let me test the waters.
And then it flops. Have you ever had a flop?
Yeah. Yeah.
They call it a bomb.
Yeah. You know, I was with Bazzy. We played in Durban. So you know they like their old school R&B, hip hop, and those colors now wanna really hear what they wanna hear. So we come from Joburg, we got the house music first. So you coming there, you thinking, these songs are banging where we from.
We're
When
gonna
we play these numbers,
make
they're
them
hot.
face.
People are dancing. Come there to Durban, playing, dancing. I don't know what one song we played. Have you, boy? You know, like when they say Jesus opened the waters for the people, bro. The crowd, they left the floor, like in the middle, like this, one side. That time you're like, because now you also need to think on your feet and be innovative. You're like, nah, this one's not working.
Because you can most now see what's happening.
Now you're checking on what's gonna work. Because like, let's say I played the song and he's next. I'm like, this one's not working. What are you putting next? Because now you have to come back and bring the people back to the dance floor. Otherwise, you have a crappy set if people aren't dancing. I mean, we feed off the energy of the people.
Yeah.
Unless it's a chill vibe. Let's say it's like a restaurant. Or
People are just sitting, having
then you don't
drinks.
mind, because I mean, if one or two people are bobbing their heads, it's fine. You're not looking for that type of.
But if the energy is there, the people are diving.
Like, I
you
mean,
can't.
you get that at festivals, like 2,000-3,000 people. You drop the song and everyone's singing to those lyrics. It's just a different feeling, bro.
There's fire, bro.
Alright, broski, I'd like to get back, onto your journey and so forth on, and just how things came about.
Yeah, I wanna
how
get
did
personal after this
How did the quote unquote the blow up take place, when things start happening? But I think we have a segment, bro.
Yes, bro. We
Should
play
we get into that
this
before?
game called Hatsal or Aishna. We're gonna ask you some interesting questions.
I don't need to explain why I'm saying Atsalo.
You must explain why you're saying Hatsal.
Oh, you know the
You must really explain. That's really interesting part,
let's see.
especially if you're saying Aish. Okay, Jay, you ready, bro?
yeah.
Let's see.
I think because you so much in the public space and so forth on, bro. Never have I ever fought in public.
Fourth, Hatsal or Aish. Say no, bro. Here you go, Aish. Alright, what happened, bro?
We were naughty, Xavier. And there's been a couple of brawls, bro. Like, I won't lie. There's been a couple of fights.
Can you remember one hectic one?
Gee,
It's been so many.
there's been a couple. I mean, I've been hit with bottles in my face.
That's after the party gets rowdy.
That wasn't even at a party. That was at a wedding. Okay, long story short, let me speak about that one.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
We were carrying the gifts out. So it's people I know carrying the gifts out, and this one guy was bothering Cherry. That I was affiliated with,
Affiliated.
Let's call it that. Seeing, I was in a relationship with her, okay? And this guy was bothering her. But now so I'm like leaving it. I'm like, you know what, it's chilled vibes, whatever the case may be. But now as the night progresses, it starts getting to me, Also, you're having 1-2 drinks and whatever. We carrying the gifts. He takes the gift and he kicks the gift. I was like, nah.
Now
chill
it's
here.
like,
Went outside.
Foot.
Oh, colors, they form a circle. And I'm like, hey, okay, fine, it's by my people. Next minute, one of his bras hit me with the bottle. Hey, dog. I got down. I went. The one auntie tells me, hey, there's a spade. Now I'm bleeding. But tipsy. But why am I speaking about this here?
Nah, it's fine.
So, hey, bro, I charged this that I was initially fighting with. And then I don't know what, you were so lucky, bro. I hit the one, so they gang now, I'm alone. And I'm like, look, I mean, it shouldn't be as big if I'm with you and you, like, just cover this one. Let me handle my business, If I get beat up, I get beat up. But it doesn't need to get to an extent where now there's weapons and whatever. But me, I'm feeling like to hell with it, because now you're packing me on. He hits me at the bottle. I got the spade from the aunt.
where's your homies, bro?
That's what I'm saying. The one is, and the uncles and stuff of the place. No, all they have to do is stop. Bruh, and then I chased this one and he
broke the
hit me with
bottle.
Nah, didn't break, but the one hit me with the bottle here. It never broke. I have a scar here.
I see the scar.
And the one here in the middle here. But when the second bottle hit me, let me tell you something, bruh, like hit me weak in the knees at that time. When I look back, I was like, here's these ones charging me, bruh. I don't know, by the grace of God, I managed to get away. Then I still had to drive my bloody self to the hospital. Bleeding, dog. Yeah, but there's been a couple of fights. But these days, you know what? By all means, dog, I avoid.
You avoid. You stay out of it.
Fighting is not worth it. First and foremost, why are we getting to a point where we need to actually physically hit each other? It's easier just to say,
just
you know
to
what,
talk.
guy,
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry.
And then
I stood on your shoe, I bumped you with the drink. Listen, I'm sorry. People are taking out guns, they stabbing, they're shooting. I don't want to die, I've got kids. So, you know what?
It's not worth it.
I'm not a strong man, I'm bang.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I'm
say
fine.
sorry
Facts.
And leave
carry
it.
on, yo.
Exactly.
Can I say who I blame in that situation though?
Oh.
The girl.
The girl. The girl.
Look at that point.
For me, if my girl, bro, is not gonna, and I don't know if you were with the girl at the time or you're,
She was there, but
Still
remember, I had now went out, followed
but
this
it's
one
the
man.
girl, bro. It's like,
She wasn't supposed to entertain the
yeah,
Djing.
the
No, she wasn't entertaining.
mommy,
She
bro.
came to complain, to say, this was bothering me. That's when I was like, nah, relax.
Oh, so it was.
It wasn't her at that time.
Okay.
You know, that's also another thing. You can fight for your girl, but not over a girl.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
bars.
saying?
That's bars, bro. Jay, what else we got, bro?
yeah. I think let's cool it. Let's cool the questions off a little bit. But this one is never ever been late for work.
Why so easy, bro?
That was intense.
Nah, bro, that was too easy now.
No, okay, let's see. One more question then.
Nah, let me go for one. Never have I ever cheated on someone. That one's also intense. That one's also intense. Jay, you must also say, bro,
Cheated on someone.
and get caught. Got caught.
Why does Jess always look at me when he says, nah, bro, I've been faithful. Be honest, bro.
He's lying, eh?
Probably mixed days, bro. Like I said
Mixed
before,
days.
mixed days when you was speaking to like 20, 30 chicks, but
Just 20, 30, bro.
nah,
I won't lie to you. Mix it was popping, eh?
Mix it
It
was a
shows
vibe.
his age.
Yeah, bro, what does it shows his age, so what does your mixed name?
You,
Skinny cheeks.
Shana's van
I had
Sachte
optical illusion, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's like
I don't know where the name came from, but at the time was not.
illusion. Yo, bro. What did you say, Shana's van Sachte?
Shana's, yeah, I used to chat to a Shana's van Sachte.
That's the one you never forget, you know?
Hey, Shana's van
There's that one.
She
Sachte.
still have soft times.
Hey, I actually don't know her now, bro.
Remember those pushers, Nicky Bums,
Nikki Bombs.
those funny names that they used to
But now
have.
today people
Mine
have
was-
some weird names on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, like-
My name was easy though, bro. I was always Godson.
Godson.
Yeah, I had that on my matric jacket as well.
Nah, mine was always
Godson.
Zakes GP. Since before I had my car.
I don't know where I came up with that name. though.
Just the
I
optical illusion.
Keenan, you know?
Okay, right. Never have I ever got stopped at airport security.
I never.
Me also. Have you, bro?
If you ask me on the road, yeah, I was stopped, gang. Drinking and driving.
And then you get into trouble.
Ish, bro. No, but that's not intense. No.
Just leave
Yeah,
that
it's
to-
happened.
That's not so bad. Jay, you got one more, bro?
Damn, there's a bunch here, bro.
Pick one, bro. Pick an interesting one.
I think go for one Solana, bro.
Okay. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? I'm gonna say yes on that.
Yeah, bro.
Did you think the devil was choking you?
Man.
You know that you're sleeping and then you just like
Bro, we were actually speaking about it, bro.
Nah, not the devil, I pray.
you feel like, now I thought the devil was choking me, bro. Was sitting on my stomach, my chest. I was like,
Nah, that, you know, when you feel like you're falling off a cliff or kind of that, when you're like,
You
must-
scrub.
yeah, no. We had those type of vibes, but not like,
Jay, you got something, bro?
Bro, there's a bunch here. I can't even like.
Never have I ever re-gifted a gift.
no.
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 Like someone give you something, give it to someone else. That's our last.
Not
We had Stacy, you know Stacy that spins cars, né?
Yeah.
And she was on the show. She said, yeah. She said plain no, the gift they gave her wasn't nice, but she gave it to the helper at home.
But that's not really re-gifting. You're just giving it away. Is it re-gifting?
It's
I
re-gifting.
think if he gives me a gift, wrapped up, whatever the case may be, I open it. I don't like it.
You
Then I
give it away.
decide, nah, it's Xavier's birthday now.
You wrap it
this
again.
thing and then I'm re-gifting. But now if I take some,
I'm like, yo, bro, why is he wearing the tee that?
you
That I did.
understand? But I'm saying now, if you like giving it to your younger brother, you're like, do you like this? I don't like it. But I feel like when you're really
Wrapping it
regifting this
for
thing
another
and
wedding.
going to a party or wedding, and isn't that like regifting?
That is regifting, yeah. So you've never done that?
Nah,
I also don't think
I just think like if I didn't like the thing, it would like park there and I wouldn't use it or whatever. But I never gave it away.
Never ever pretended I was sick for attention.
I have done that, bro. Especially for
I've pretended I was
girls,
sick
bro.
not to go to work, but not for attention. No. I'm so outside.
Yo, just remember we had a homie, bro.
I was always sick.
Hey.
What? Y'all are laughing.
Was there a girl or a guy?
Nah, guy, but he was like, hey, bro, he was so we had a group of guys back then, bro, and we had girlfriends and so forth on, but he was always like the odd one out without, a chick when we'd go out and so forth on. The things this homie would do.
To get attention.
Yeah.
No,
to
but
get
that's
the
now where
attention
tough
of,
love comes in because you're like, this thing is now happening.
Aye, they
a
gave him
lot
tough
now.
love. These chances to hear that, man. Yeah, they used to hear that guy, bro.
So you see, you were also fighting.
He was bullying. He was bullying.
Bullies was.
hey, but that
That
homie,
guy is suffering psychologically because of you.
nah, bro.
I'm joking.
That homie was weird, bro. You'd have like someone's name on his status, and now the other chick is asking who's that, and he'd be like, "No, it's my cousin that's sick."
My cousin has
Actually,
cancer and stuff like that.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird.
Bro, let's jump into some of these. Like, when did the big break come for you, bro? DJ wise or industry wise, where you really started making some decent money, or you still waiting for the big break, or you big, bro? You're not starting.
But when did it take place?
I don't think I've got my big break yet.
Think still working towards it.
Yeah, like in other words, I'm not happy with. I'm happy, but this
could be
is
better.
No, it's going to be better.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can't get to a point and like, oh, I've made it. I don't think so, bro. Because is Black Coffee slowing down?
Nope.
He's still going, right? He's 45 years old.
So
I think he's made it big now, but I don't think he's as big as he plans on becoming.
but it's big.
Yeah,
So have I had
really-
a couple of highlights? Plenty.
That was some dope highlights.
Yo, bro. I mean, getting a radio residency. First one was on 5FM, now on 947. Hosting successful events, playing at events that
Did you host your own successful events before?
Well,
like
I own
your-
All My
like-
Jam.
You do all my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, bro. Do you think that?
But I didn't
you-
know that, though.
You at a point now where people come to the show, or they come to see you.
I think the show for
It
me,
depends.
bro,
It
the
depends
show,
on like Oh My Jam is more of a collective. So I really don't put myself in the forefront as a DJ. I play, but I'm busy hosting a massive event.
You're
Is
doing the
that event
runarounds
where I
and stuff.
wanted to be? No.
Bro, but that
If-
event is big, bro.
Look over what happened. We had a countrywide tour planned. Cape
I
Town,
remember Zayn
PE,
told me about it.
Durban, and then 2 in Joburg. The previous year we had done New Year's Eve in East London. So the brand was growing. But even if we have to scale it down and say we're only doing Joburg, I want to get to your Spring Fiesta level, H2O level. So those are highlights also. Playing at H2O, one of the biggest festivals
that
in the
is a big
country.
one.
You know what I'm saying? Looking at when you stand on stage and you're like, damn, we've put up a serious stage, VIP.
Lights proper,
We
everything.
at FNB Stadium. The place is packed. That's an achievement.
That
you know
is
what
an
I'm saying?
achievement, man.
But there's room for growth in everything. So I've had many highlights, but I'm not yet where I want to be. So if we're talking big breaks, like, I'm walking on the Grammy stage to collect a Grammy for a song I done,
Yeah.
whether it's for a movie or my song as a single or an album. Those are big things.
Those are big. Bro, but for me, I don't know, for
Or
me.
even if we have to scale it down and saying I've collected a Metro FM award and a SAMA,
Started.
those are big.
Bruh, for me, just Oh My Jam, bruh, is big. The fact that the brand's out there, the fact that people know.
What are you classifying
As
your big break as? Because what would your big break be? Standing on stage, being confident enough to speak to thousands of people, saying a sermon, preaching the word of God. Is that a big break? Or do you want to now see, you're like, yo, look at Joel Osteen's arena. He's putting in 30,000 people every Sunday. What do you classify as big? Because is the break getting your foot in the door?
Or is it that moment?
Or because you can have different breaks, you know what I'm saying, that lead you to different things.
That's the thing. And I think that's more the answer for me. It's like, I think every person needs to ask themselves, what would you classify as your success?
Yeah, because on your road to that pinnacle, there'll be highlights that take you further.
And you enjoy the
So
journey
maybe
as
the
you get there.
because you're saying the big break. Look, I've played on Channel O. That, as far as I'm concerned, with this lockdown thing, bearing in mind there's COVID, you're not playing. Okay, now I'm playing a set on TV. That's something. But is it big, big, big?
Not as big as, that's... I think
when will it
I
ever
think it's
stop,
in the
bro?
eye of the beholder,
Yeah,
bro. What do you
facts.
consider as big for you?
Because someone else in the street would say, damn, you're doing really well. And I'll be like, okay, yes. And you also have to acknowledge that, you know what, I'm doing okay.
I'm doing.
But
Yeah.
do I see myself going further? Then the answer is yes. Do I see bigger breaks coming? Yes. Because I'd like to play on Tomorrowland. I'd like to play shows in Ibiza. I'd like to be on a billboard in Ibiza. Like Keenan is here touring for the next week. He'll be playing at High Ibiza. He'll be playing here. He'll be playing there. Or in Miami.
What do you think about the EDM DJs?
I had an EDM phase in my life where I'd go to Natural Groove and H2O and all these things, but they're still the biggest in the world.
They're big, bro.
Those oaks are making 20, 30 million US dollars per annum.
They're massive, bro. Like, what's those guys' names?
Now you're making more
Like
money
Skrillex
than your
and
Skrillex.
you're making more money than
Diplo.
your biggest rappers, the Baby and Little Baby, per annum.
That's Skrillex. What's his other gent's name? And the young gents also.
Jack, all these guys are they
Skrillex and
What's the other guy?
Diplo.
Diplo, DJ Snake. These gents.
DJs, yeah.
Yes, bro. So they're making massive money.
So just picture this also. Like I do make a lot of reference to Black Coffee because I've watched his journey and I feel like he's peaking now, and he turned 45 the other day. Now these are EDM DJs you speak about. If you listen to Black Coffee's album, the ones he featured David Guetta,
Yeah, he's big.
he featured now Diplo, a couple of international artists. Guess what? He's not making their type of music. He's saying, you a big DJ,
But come here.
possibly bigger than I am, wealthier than I am. I don't know what his finances are like. I'm just because they've been at that level for a longer time, international. But it's like, let me feature you, but we're not gonna make an EDM song. We're gonna make a Black Coffee type song.
So he's bending them to his rules, like saying, okay,
Now
I
you've
just
got that's also
That's big,
that's
bro.
having significant power
That
now
is
in the
big, bro.
industry. You're getting Pharrell on your music. That's when I think you've made it. I can call up Usher,
A-listers.
Cassie. Then I think, yeah, you know what? Now you like.
That is big. Bro,
That's big.
did anyone ever tell you look like you look like T.I.?
Are you nuts?
Bruh, it just gives you that T.I. vibe.
Tiff.
Give me a bit of that T.I. vibe. Have you never heard
he's
that?
one of my no, not T.I.
T.I.
Do I look like T.I.?
A little bit, bruh, from the side, yeah.
Were you chilling with him the other day?
With a T.I. Yeah, on his podcast, what's it called? Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Yeah,
But
facts,
what do you
bro.
think some of the steps are, bro, in achieving all those things that you were speaking about? Up and coming
You know what?
DJ listening to you?
Don't chase the hype. Don't chase the limelight. Make sure the foundation is laid solidly. So, get education in music. Not only making music, but the music business. Know how to generate income from your music. Because a lot of people are making hits, they don't get a single cent from their music. Know your deals. If you're signing a deal, whether it's a 360, a 50-50 partnership, or just a distribution deal, know what you are getting yourself into. I mean, look at MT, for example. He was ambitious, was on his back, basically, this boy. He had hits and features for days. All the houses and the cars got taken away from him because you're somebody that comes into the industry. You just want to push your passion.
Yeah.
But you never got
And knowing
educated
in
on
your
stuff.
mind, nah, man, I can trust this guy. Gives you an A45, dresses you in Gucci. But then there's a fallout. You can't go and get your awards, you can't get your royalties, nothing because of the deal you signed. Now you have to fight your way out of the deal. So you can be talented, but you need to know the business of the music. Also, if you're an upcoming DJ or whatever, make music. Because everyone can DJ. But the music is going to last longer than you as a DJ. Make music, make music, make music. Not everything's going to be a hit. To you, it might sound nice, but to the world, so we've made music. There's a lot of songs I've held back because you know what? It's about giving the people what they want, quality music, but know the business of music.
Nah, that's fire.
Has there been anything that you went through that on hindsight you can say, don't take that route? Anything specific that you might have went through that didn't work out, but you obviously know now?
No, there's a lot of things that went my way, but I was also my own enemy of progress. Because you have to sit back and look, hey, you know what? You are where you are. You've been in this thing for a while. Where did you go wrong? What mistakes did you make? You can't also just blame people. So, don't go out and party and get drunk or do things. That's the things I've done. You blow your money. You
Get
make
involved in.
wrong decisions, get involved with wrong things and wrong people. Focus. If this is your career of choice, treat it like somebody that goes to their 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's going to be a time to party. There's going to be a time where you like, you know what, today I want to just have fun and let it happen. But not all the time.
Not when you're working and you're
This is where you're going to collect your check. Go in, do your job, leave. If you need to take pictures, whatever the case may be, do so. But if you're going to treat this, or if this is your career of choice, then it comes with obedience and responsibility. Like with everything else in life. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a footballer, but you're drinking after training every day, or now you're depressed because you're on the bench, what's going to happen? You're just going to go, now instead of like, oh, I'm benching today, let me go graft harder. You understand what I'm saying? So, and this is something that I'm learning now with maturity, because younger, like, I couldn't care less. We were having the time of our lives.
Yeah.
But had I been more obedient and more responsible,
You could have been further.
you understand what I'm saying? But we go through our lessons.
Facts.
We all have different journeys. There's someone that can come up today is 18, 19, tomorrow, like this Tyler girl. She makes that song Getting Late, that Colding song,
Yeah.
baby, superstar.
Dope track.
But there's others that must make music for 20 years to be something, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, keep going.
Have you been going, bro, with the DJ thing from a young age? No breaks, no nothing. Has there ever been something that you might have went through that you had to put this on hold, or has the music always gotten you through trials and tribulations personally that you probably had to deal with?
Look, I've had jobs and stuff where I wasn't so much fully focused on the music because now I'm making money and whatever the case may be. So this would like just be a side thing. But now I'm only fully focused on the music.
And your kids, bro, how's your kids in your life? Do you spend time with them? Do they live with you?
They live with their mother, but I see them.
You see them,
A lot.
you're right to them.
Yeah, they're good. I'll see them this weekend.
You see them this weekend. Nah, bro, but you know, I think you dropped some.
A lot, you know.
Nah, bro.
Things didn't work out with the mama, but we're still here, man.
How's your relationship with her? Fine still. See each other.
See each other.
Nah, man, I mean like talk-wise, civil.
Bro,
Obviously, with the kids
It's okay.
there.
It's okay.
it's okay.
Could be better.
Yeah.
Are you on your own now, though, bro?
Yeah.
You're on your own.
All right, come chill with us. Alright, bro. Yeah, but I think you dropped some interesting nuggets, bro, and some dope wisdom, especially with the whole point of when you're at work, bro. Get work done.
And it's taken a lot for me to realize that, bro. You know, it's really taken because I also had to say, you know what? There's money to be made. If this is your job, treat it as your job. Simple as that.
Especially that
because
industry.
you see that that's the thing. You get so consumed by this party life that you forget what the end goal is. So you can't lose focus on what the end goal is because of nice time. Nice time, like my granny will say, will always be there. Girls, alcohol, all of these things will always be there. But if this is the career path you choose,
Be
little
focused.
bit of obedience, man. Obedience, responsibility. Stay
Did
focused.
you have people in your life telling you to slow down, to stay focused, like your parents or something?
Yeah.
And then you were too smart for them.
Yeah, you know, you're a big boy now. You don't want to be told, no, I know what's best. But if you just, you know, sometimes now you must listen. You don't have to say anything. Just listen, take it in, think about it, and then decide from there.
Fair.
Don't always make decisions. I can't say the word, but harder G.
Yeah, broski. So just we almost closing off, bro.
Yeah, we're almost done, bro, but it's
Are we
interesting.
almost done?
Yeah, bro, and it's getting interesting now.
What's your? I see this big picture you're painting as to what you want to achieve and so forth on. Where you at now? What's your next goal that you hitting it on?
Like the next step.
A super successful record label where I can really plug and help people.
Your own
Because,
record label.
you know, I don't... It's like if you think about world poverty and then you look at Elon Musk and Bill Gates and whatever, how much billions do you really need? If they just took a couple of billion each, everyone in the world eats. They still got their private jets, yachts, big houses,
That's true, bro.
security, detail.
All this
like,
stuff, yeah.
bro, they've got everything. They don't need for nothing. Why can't we all just have a mindset of helping the next person? So my job on earth will not be done if I don't create
Something for someone else. Yeah.
millionaires. That in turn creates more.
Yeah.
Because now let's say you're worth 100 bar, right? But you've got poor family. How are you sleeping
Why
at
is
night,
the use?
actually, boss?
What's the
I'm not
use?
saying spoon feed people.
But create.
You understand? It's like now they say the Powerball is 100 mil. One person wins it. 5 years later, that guy's broke. Wouldn't it have been better if we made 100 millionaires?
100%.
Because guy's maybe living in a shack. He doesn't know money.
He's not
He knows
financially
money,
literate.
100 rand, whatever. No disrespect to anyone. But shouldn't we be creating more? That helps the economy as a whole. But if I make one person rich and that person doesn't help other people, what am I really achieving?
Nah, that's facts, bro. That's big facts. But financial literacy is the thing, bro. And understanding the market, like you said earlier, understanding what you're doing is important. And it's a thing. You don't just want to be jumping into things, you know, and then just being consumed. I think somebody was speaking about something about the difference between being a producer and a consumer. Oh, we spoke about it on Tuesday's show. A producer produces for people to consume. A consumer is on the floor consuming what the producer produces. So it's better to produce as opposed to consume. And you said something earlier where you actually used the word. You said you get consumed in this lifestyle, and later on you realize, hey, bro, what was that all about?
So so now it's no more a profession because now you're consuming what you are a part of.
Exactly.
And you're not building this thing, you're consuming it to nothing.
And I think someone even mentioned it's like a drug dealer smoking his own drugs. It's like what are you doing? You know,
understand?
exactly.
But it takes a lot to switch on, you know. So I mean, also you have to be driven to never give up in whatever it is that you're doing. You know, if you start a business now, it fails. Maybe that specific business was not for you, but if you really believe in it, go again.
Go again, yeah.
If that business doesn't work, then move on to someone else. Not everyone can work and push pen or work for a boss or whatever. But whatever it is that you're doing, just give it your all.
Nah, facts, bro.
Big fact.
Jay, closing remarks from you, bro?
Nah, bro, I think I'm just inspired by the fact that you know, you have a heart for people, bro, and you just want to help.
Yeah, I know.
You just want to help people, and that's so admirable, bro. It's been dope. It's been dope. And
Oh, sorry, bro.
nah, it's been dope, bro, and just all the best for your next goal, and then the goal after that, and after that, you know, just
Till we reach the
achieving
top.
till we
Yeah,
reach
the
the top.
beauty about what you guys are into from the past that are into this thing, there's no age limit, you know what I'm saying? So we can really be an inspiration for the next 20, 30 years to come and keep building the youth or whoever's aspiring to be who you want to be. Because even though we're not where we want to be, like you said earlier, there is someone that really appreciates and admires you for what you're doing. And another thing is, you know, like I'm guilty of this, is like when people reach out to you kind of just mize them. And that's something that I told myself is, no, man, it takes a minute or two to respond or give advice to somebody. And that's what I've told myself that I want to start doing differently. You know what I'm saying? Just taking a little bit more of your time to assist or do something for someone that will like honestly appreciate, because you make their world.
100%.
Yeah,
and
bro.
you don't
With
even
a
realize.
small little gesture, bro. And that's not even
Facts.
money. It's just parting with a little bit of your knowledge. And we still in the learning process because we don't know it all.
Bro, last question before we have to call it a day. Our time is up. But are you at the place where people ask to take pictures with you at events?
Yeah.
That's dope. Now I wanted to ask it earlier, but I forgot, and I just remembered now, and I thought, I got it.
But it's still it's a start, man. It's the start. Like I've honestly had a roller coaster ride as a DJ. There's been ups and downs, but you know, we want to now have a certain trajectory. It's
nice-
only on the incline, you know, steady, slow and steady. Doesn't need to be rapid, but nice.
As
slow
long as
and
it's on its
steady.
way up, yeah.
Slow and steady.
100%. DJ Keenan O, ladies and gentlemen. Keenan, thank you so
Thank
much
you, man.
for
Thanks,
pulling
guys.
through, bro. I had a good time, and I
Facts,
learned
bro.
a bunch out of it.
New
bro.
music coming soon.
Come on.
100%, 100%. So you got your own stuff. It's coming up soon. Where can people get it, bro? If they Spotify, iTunes, what?
Look, it will be on all those platforms, but I'm just working on. I'm trying to see if I can hustle a deal.
Data file host.
Nah, not the data file.
Nah, I feel
Mind
like
you, you know what? That worked for Maporisa and Kabza.
Data
Yo,
file.
guys, that
Data.
worked for them. They released all their music for free. Million followers. I mean, how many? A couple hundred or something thousand downloads. 100 and something thousand people are playing your music in the street. How many other hundreds of thousands are listening to your music? Because of that. Nah, they
Gives you
data
scope, bro.
follows, bro. Hey.
Give you big scope. But I feel like you working on something, but that is still seems to be undercover. So do that deal.
All I can say is Butler Herder.
Do that deal. Let's see how far it gets. And then I don't understand what you said now. I'm not so familiar with the industry. I think the music people will know what you said.
It's just a saying in the street, but the title of my new song.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of strategic how I planned
Come
that
on,
one.
come
so,
on.
so
It's part of the strategy.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's show. I hope you did enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It will really help. And see you on the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins, and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.